At the time of announcing the project, Meghan said of the show, "Like many girls her age, our heroine Pearl is on a journey of self-discovery as she tries to overcome life's daily challenges." David Furnish, Carolyn Soper, Liz Garbus, Dan Cogan, and Amanda Rinda are also said to be involved in the project. Last week, Netflix shared a job listing for a Los Angeles-based production designer for the project, which centers on the adventures of a 12-year-old girl who finds inspiration in a variety of influential women throughout history. The ad describes the show as a heartfelt adventure comedy series. The job specification for the position reads, "The production designer will help to develop, create, and support the aesthetic vision of our executive producer team, working closely with the showrunner to design multiple worlds representing various time periods throughout history." It adds that the perfect candidate will be an accomplished artist and will be equipped to convey direction and visual communication through applied artistic skills. And they will need to design multiple worlds representing various time periods throughout history for the show. On a day-to-day basis, the successful candidate will develop and communicate the style guide and theory and will be responsible for creating and executing the visual flow of the series. In addition, Netflix's newest production designer will have 3 to 5 years of CG animation production experience and will be someone who can collaborate with grace, humility, inclusion and open-mindedness. Also, experience using digital drawing tools such as Photoshop is a must for any applicant, and considerable knowledge of color theory, lighting, staging, and perspective is also desired. The job spec adds that it is seeking someone who will provide notes and mentorship to the creative team at partner studios, incorporating hands-on drawing, reference, and tools to enable the team to do their best work. Harry and Meghan's deal with Netflix was signed in September 2020. They aim to produce documentaries, docuseries, feature films, scripted shows and children's programming, all of which aims to be inspirational, the pair said in September 2020. One of the projects, a documentary entitled Heart of Invictus, is set to be released this year. It focuses on the Invictus Games and follows a group of extraordinary competitors from around the globe as they prepare for this year's event. The Duke of Sussex, patron of the Invictus Games Foundation, announced the 5th Games will be hosted in The Hague, the Netherlands. However, due to COVID, these games were postponed from 2020 to 2021, but will now take place from 16 to 22 April this year. Another news, the Duchess, 74, is to host a reception at Clarence House today to mark 50 years of Refuge, the domestic abuse charity for women and children. The royal will appear alongside Refuge Chair, Hetty Barkworth-Nanton, and domestic abuse survivor and campaigner Erica Osakwe. Camilla will also visit a refuge center to look at the emergency accommodation for women fleeing domestic abuse. Camilla's latest public engagement comes after news that her popularity has increased to its highest in a decade as the public appear to have warmed to the idea that she will one day be queen. The latest YouGov polling shows how the popularity of the Duchess and Prince Charles increased over the last 3 months analyzed to November. As Camilla's ratings have surged, a constitutional expert has explained how she will eventually become queen-in-law, regardless of what title she uses. When Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles tied the knot in 2005, Clarence House said she would use the title Princess Consort, as opposed to Queen when Charles became king. A spokesperson said, "It is intended that Mrs. Parker Bowles should use the title HRH the Princess Consort when the Prince of Wales accedes to the throne." The move was seen as a show of deference to public opinion, due to the enduring popularity of Diana, Princess of Wales, Prince Charles' first wife, who died in 1997. However, it is believed that Charles has always been determined she should be queen. Dr. Robert Morris from University College London's Constitution Unit discussed the royals' future title with Express.co.uk. He said, "The position in law is that you become queen anyway, whatever style as it were, she wishes to adopt." Dr. Morris added, "This is a very uncertain bit of territory." What was said by the then Prime Minister at the time was that Camilla would not take the title queen, she would be known as Princess Consort. This was an attempt to assuage people's distress following the death of Diana. It is understood, I can't say it more authoritatively, that Charles would like Camilla to be queen. The expert explained how he thought Charles would like to see Camilla become queen, according to the usual succession protocol. He said, "Queens of kings have a place in the coronation ceremony. They are anointed by the archbishop, not in quite the same lavish way as the king, but they are anointed in his service. And it's thought Charles would like to see that happen." Clarence House aides are also hoping the public will accept Queen Camilla.